Hey everyone, Matt here, Home Farm Ideas, and today I'm actually checking out my pH. This is the day after I actually installed this unit here, and I noticed that my pH, as you can see, is too high for an aquaponic system. Generally speaking, you want to keep your pH between, I would say, 6.4 and probably 7.9 would be the highest that you want to go. You can just take out that 4. But yeah, right now it's at 7.7, and that's a little too high for growth. And I'm going to show you basically the consequences of having your pH too high in an aquaponic system. Right now, I think my plants are still doing okay, but I'm getting kind of poor growth, like they're growing slower. And also, I noticed that my iron in my system is not being eaten up that fast, which means, to me, it's getting locked out. It's not being able to be taken up by the plants because my pH is too high. Now, if you look at this chart, you could see that the pH needs to be at a certain level in order for you to have optimal iron uptake. Plants need iron in order to grow properly. So what I think I'm seeing is, I'm seeing an iron deficiency, which this unit actually helped me identify. So with that said, I want to adjust my pH. Now, with adjusting your pH in an aquaponic system, you definitely do not want to do abrupt changes. I'm going to be using pH Down, made by General Hydroponics. I used it before in my system, and it actually worked perfectly. But I'm going to do a drip acclimation. I'm basically going to add this stuff through a drip line, and I'll show you in a second, to my system in order to drop the pH. Now, as time goes by, I'll be able to watch this, because this is taking a constant reading. So I'll be able to watch this to see how it's dropping over time, and when it drops over time and it gets to the point that I want it, which is about 6.7, that's where I like it, then I can just turn off the drip line. So anyway, let's look at this a little bit here though. Okay, so it says 7.75, right? And that's my my current pH. Now, I let this thing run overnight, and this is what I got. So, the max it got up to was 8.43. I don't think that's accurate because I couldn't help myself. I took the probe and I dipped it in my son's cichlid fish tank, and that's where I think I'm getting that reading. So I probably shouldn't have done that, but oh well. The first time I checked before I did that with my son's tank, though, it went up to its highest, was like 7.79. So the minimum it went to overnight was 7.38. Now, you get fluctuations of pH overnight. I don't know exactly why that is, but I do when I'm reading it, obviously. So, but you get fluctuations overnight. I think it has something to do with photosynthesis and oxygen in the water, because I think plants use more oxygen during the day than they do at night. And anyways, I don't know about it. So my average is 7.46, which is still too high. So if we wanted to look at the plot overnight, right, we would just hit, see where it says plot? You just hit the button right underneath it, okay? Now you can see this was overnight, and it swung down, and now it's on its way back up again. Okay, so and then this would be the details of that. So I'm going to do a little drip acclimation, like I said. But first, let me show you some of the deficiencies. I'm mostly seeing it in my garlic, and let me show you some of the deficiencies. That way you guys can see what I'm talking about and why I need to adjust my system. And also, right now, we're going into spring where I live. Like, pretty soon it's going to start, like, it's nice today. So, pretty soon we're going to need to have the water at its optimum. That way we can basically get optimal growth. So, I need to adjust this now so that when we're ready, the water's just right. All right? So, let's go check out some plants. Alright, so first and foremost, I just wanted to touch on my aquatic plants. I sell these plants on, well, directly, basically. But I sell these plants, and I get a lot of requests for this one right here. This is called Frogbit, and then this is called Mosquito Fern. Now, this stuff usually is my best indicator of when I'm having an issue with my water before I got this monitor, this Hanna monitor. This stuff, if it's not growing right, everything else starts to kind of go bad. Just a little, but this stuff always goes bad first. And as you can see, I'm having an issue with these. You got yellowing in the leaves and stuff, and then you got this as well. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, you can. See that? So the plant, this plant is not doing too good. And so that was one of my indications that something was going wrong here. And I wasn't sure what it was, so I kept testing my water for different things, thinking my pH was right, because on my API test kit, it said it was good. So, but I don't think so. I think it is a pH issue now. So let's go check out the garlic. All right, now here's one of many garlics. New growth, looking pretty solid, okay? Older growth, which it's not that old, yellowing in the tips of the leaves, okay? So I'm having an issue here, and let me show you the whole bundle of garlic. All right, now here's a bunch of garlics that I have in this grow bed, and I don't have it flooding and draining. I just have it constantly flooding and constantly draining and going back into my sump tank. But I planted this garlic a while ago, and as you can see, newer growth, fine. Older growth, not so good. Not so pretty good. So, and then stunted growth. I planted this a while ago. If you guys looked at some of my videos in the past, you would see I planted these a while ago, and I'm still having issues here. So I'm really thinking this is due to pH issues. So we'll see how this drip acclimation goes. So let me show you how I'm going to acclimate or add the acid to bring down the pH slowly. All right, so I got my pH down. For my system, I have about 470, probably 475 gallons. I'm just going to basically add this to water to dilute it. System water, of course. And that's 1/4 of a cup for my system. Do not come and copy me and go, oh, dude, I only have 100 gallons and this ruined all my plants. 1/4 of a cup is for 400 and something gallons, dude. So use your brains. All right, and then what we're going to go ahead and do is put this is the drip line that I was talking about. I basically need to start a siphon in this, and then I just adjust this nozzle. This is just an air nozzle where you can adjust the airflow. And then as you can see right over here, yeah, right there, I have a hole in that pipe, and that's a drain pipe, and it goes straight to my sump tank. So I'm going to go ahead and get that started. I'm going to start about 2 drips a minute, maybe 3 drips a minute, and then I'll watch my pH monitor and wait for it to drop. Well, it's not perfect yet, but it's definitely a lot better. We're at 12 noon now, and as you can see, 7.33 or 7.3 is my pH now. And that is after, this is the next day, so that's after I added all that pH down. Which I could add some more if I want to, but you got to consider this is basically the highs of the day. Now that I have this monitor and I can monitor the whole day, I could actually see exactly, you know, when, you know, exactly the trajectory of the pH. So this is the highs for today, 7.3. So I'm still going to get okay growth at this, but I definitely want to bring it into the 6s. So I'm probably going to wait for a few days, because remember, you want to adjust these things very slowly. You don't want to do anything drastically because you can overshoot basically. So let's go ahead and let's look a little deeper here. So 7.3 is what we got right now, and this is going to be the highs for today. Okay, and then this is the trajectory. So see, it was way up when I first started adding this drip stuff. It was actually at 7.77. But as you could see, as the night progressed, it basically started to taper down really low, and it got all the way down to 7.10 or 7.1. So I can definitely add more juice to this, more pH down. And those are basically the maximum it was at for yesterday, 7.45, and it went down to 7.1. And you can see the times that it took the readings and stuff on that. Average is 7.19. So I'm doing a lot better now. Now I'm going to start seeing some kind of growth. So, so yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep adding pH down, but I'm going to wait a few days. So anyway, if you guys like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you guys want to see more of this and you want to see hydro stuff and all that, please just keep letting me know. I'm thinking I'm gonna start doing more hydro. I'm gonna stick with aquaponics because I love aquaponics, and I put in all this work. I didn't put it all in for nothing. So I've learned a lot actually from this. So anyways, if you guys like this video, again, thumbs up, subscribe, and I look forward to doing more videos like this. So anyway, God bless you guys, and like always, you know what's up. Peace.